All right, listen up, boys and girls. Today, we're going to talk about the Rudy promo cards. We can specifically talk about the first one, but really this applies to all of them. And you've got to listen up here, because if most of my videos are rated at like a D minus, this one is at least going to be like a D plus today. Hello, beautiful people. This is what? The Captain Zach Sparrow show. Yeah, I don't know. That's as good as it gets today. I have been doing a lot of thinking. A lot of people I have seen, not a lot, I've seen a few people talk about the Rudy promo card in depth a little bit more. And I've seen only a couple of comments, but it was just enough to spark a very interesting, deep conversation with myself internally. Do you ever do that where you just like have conversations in your head, or you just think out, iterate? No, that's just me. I'm the crazy one. So I was thinking a lot about this, and I did a lot of research looking at different eBay sales and timing of events with MetaZoo. And in case you guys weren't aware, I was a bit infatuated with it, especially at the very beginning, just looking at, oh my goodness, this is selling for that, and all the hippity hype and the FOMO and everything. It was amazing. It was a beautiful thing. I'm never going to forget that. But I love how I'm talking about it like a lost lover. So I wanted to bring out some hesitancies that I have about the card. And I've got every Rudy promo card so far, so don't think like it's me trying to either line my pockets or to say why you shouldn't get the card. And I'm not really buying the cards so much for stonkage potential, and I'm really not. Hear me out here. I'm not buying the cards as much for stonkage potential as I am for just flat out coolness and to support the man himself, and a pinch of FOMO. I'm human too, guys. Like, I just, you know what? Dang it. I just like the cards. They're wacky, they're funny, they're cool. And at the end of the day, I like cardboard. Thus the channel was spawned, right? So so I want you guys to know where I'm coming from on this. I'm not buying those cards expecting to sell them for tens of thousands of dollars down the line. If that happens, awesome, great. You know, I'm probably gonna sell it at that point. But I bought the cards because I enjoy them, and I know a lot of people that bought the cards enjoy them, and you see a lot of people selling them online too. You can just go to do a quick Google/eBay search and find that information for yourself. But I was thinking, let's look out. Right, so MetaZoo's thriving, and it's, I don't know, it's the number 3 TCG. You've got Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, and then MetaZoo. And MetaZoo is right there nipping at the heels of both of them, and it's just doing great. But 20 years from now, Rudy will have supposedly been out of the game, the YouTube game, for 15 years at that point. He's stated numerous times here in the last couple of years that, just a handful of years left, like 4 or 5. And he keeps specifically saying right around that time frame. I'm looking at about, 3, 4, 5, 6 years left. And this was at that time, that was about a year or two ago now. And then recently, again, more recent, he's been saying maybe around the 4 or 5 year. It doesn't matter. In a handful of years, the man will probably be done with doing videos. Let's assume all of that plays out. MetaZoo is healthy. Rudy is done making videos. 20 years from now, where will those cards be? Again, the game is thriving. So you have to, for a second, I want to look at this from a few different angles. You have to, for a second, remove Rudy from the card. How can you do that? It's literally a Rudy card. And what I mean by that is remove the real man and the man behind the mirror. Remove that guy and just look at it from a card potential. Like, what is it? How many cards are there? There's only a couple thousand in circulation, if that. Are they trickier to grade? What's the PSA 10 pop count of it? How many raw cards are left, roughly? Are they up for sale a lot? 20 years is a really long time. Even when nowadays you have people sleeving everything, and that card in particular, you're going to have people sleeving it. But still, things happen. Oh my gosh, I spilled coffee on my friggin' Rudy card. That's just great. Those things happen. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to happen to all of the cards, obviously, but what I was having a really hard time thinking about was the card will objectively be fairly rare. It's it will objectively be, fairly rare. So it'll be fairly sought after in that aspect, I believe. But also 20 years from now, you're going to have a whole lot of people in the TCG that have never heard of Rudy, don't care about Rudy, and what are the odds that they're going to go back and watch Rudy's videos? Now, I know if you're anything like me and you're like, well, they should go back and watch the man's videos. I enjoy his people aren't going to go back and watch his videos, right? Like 99% of people probably will not do that. So will that affect the card stonkage potential? Yeah, absolutely. Why did the card stonk so hard to begin with? Because of Rudy. Why did MetaZoo take off? Maybe, right? There's a debate. There's a big debate there, right? Rudy absolutely helped, and if you don't think it did, shame on you, because it absolutely did. And I'm not saying that that's the reason why MetaZoo is as successful as it is right now. It certainly helped, right? And that's a whole nother video I'm sure that we could get into. But whether you like the guy or not, he definitely gave that sucker a big old boost. So, where was I going with that? Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? So I'm sure you guys can just see the dilemma, and just from me being able to try to spit this out here for you guys. And I even knew what I wanted to talk about before I hit record, because I was mentally going through what I wanted to spout out in this video. So 20 years from now, Rudy will have been removed from the game for 15 years. The new people don't really care about that. Now, they will care about the rarity of it. And I'm just trying to think, 20 years from now, if I came into the game, 1 to 2 years ago, and it's 20 years in the future, and I came into the game 1 or 2 years ago in the year 2042 or whatever, and if I came into the game in 2040, and and I'm like, oh, dude, what's this Rudy card? And I look into the backstory, and I'm like, oh, he's kind of like a weird YouTuber guy, he's a big personality. Oh, his videos are kind of funny. I get it. That's cool. That's weird. People getting into the card game, they're going to think just MetaZoo in general. Oh, that's weird. That's cool. The artwork. I get it. I understand it. That's unique. I want to put money into it. People will do that, but you're going to have a whole lot of people that don't care. They're not going to look into it, and they're not going to care. And that's okay. But what's that going to do to pricing? What's it going to do to pricing in the more mid-ish term? And when I say mid-term, I mean 10 years from now, when Rudy's been removed for a few years. What's it going to look like the first 6 months to a year that he's gone? Are people going to FOMO sell? You know that they're going to. But what is that going to do? Is it going to absolutely kill the card, and then it just never really rebounds from there, and the cards are worth $50 to $100 a piece from there? Or $20 even, $5? I don't think they'll ever go that low, to be frank. But you never know. What's going to happen? I see short term, people are going to freak out. They're going to sell a lot of stuff. That could be a good time to buy, depending. Now, again, assuming that the game is successful, regardless, you've got to assume that the game is successful, because if it's not, what are we doing talking here? Then there's nothing to talk about. So assuming that the game continues on its upward trajectory, for you guys, right, that way there. But, it's not going to be drooping now. So I don't know. I don't know what it's going to do. And it's really fascinating because here's an interesting tidbit for you guys. For let's look at other games. Let's look at other cards and see what's happened. If you look at Joe Burrow rookie cards right now, so in case if any of you are not at all involved in the space, Joe Burrow, he's a promising young quarterback right now in the NFL. A lot of people are stonking on his card, and that's all well and good and dandy, right? But his cards are a little expensive, objectively, for a new person coming into the hobby. If you're talking about PSA 10 graded, rated rookie cards or better, you're looking at hundreds of dollars for the card. Now, if you look at the rest of the market with modern cards, and it's going about at market value right now. However, is that market value inflated? Is it speculative? Well, sure, lots of things can be, right? What do we mean by that? Well, let's look back. Let's look at those Joe Burrow rated rookie cards. Okay, so that's a specific type of rookie card. Again, assuming you don't know too much about the space. Let's look at those rated rookie cards. Now let's look at Peyton Manning. I'm sure most of you have probably heard of Peyton Manning before, right? So, he's as decorated as any athlete could ever be, multiple Super Bowl wins. So, anyway, you've got Peyton Manning. Some of his rookie cards, staple rookie cards, are going for less than the basic-ish version of a Joe Burrow rated rookie card. His PSA 10s, Peyton Manning's PSA 10s are. If you don't believe me, look it up. Look at the different Peyton Manning rookie cards. You've got signed, so the rated rookie Joe Burrow cards are going for like in the mid twos, $250 plus or minus, depends where you get it at and whatever. So again, you're looking at more of the base layer of those cards. If you're looking at more base layer Peyton Manning PSA 10 cards, you're looking like for $100 and something bucks for a PSA 10 rookie Peyton Manning card. That was I think it was 98. It's been a little bit since I've looked at the cards. Yeah, 98, I believe. Plus or minus 8. No, it was 98. So those cards, it's Peyton Manning. It's Peyton Manning. Now, why is that? Again, it was a video a while back. I don't remember if you guys remember or not, but I'll just tell you now. My nephew recently, recently-ish, he's super young, so got into watching football, and the NFL in particular, and he likes some of the modern day quarterbacks, like most of the guys. He watches most of them, and he just likes most of them. Now, when I asked him what his opinion was of like someone like that of Brett Favre, he was like, "Who is that?" He doesn't even know who Brett Favre is. Right? So it's they don't care. They're not going to look back and do the research on that. It's about the here and the now. Now, what's going to happen in the future about these Joe Burrow rookie cards? Are those going to slip in price to something of that of, I don't know, maybe a little bit less than that of Peyton freaking Manning? Maybe. So what I mean by that is, in the future, people don't care. And they tend to forget, right? Just like with sealed product. People don't remember, you know what? That set really sucked. Or they weren't even there. They don't know. They don't care. They just want an old box. So all of this to say is it's complex. I don't have the answer to it. This is kind of how I have come to this decision here. And I just wanted to throw out another angle at you boys and girls. I just wanted to throw out kind of how I'm approaching this and what I think about the cards. And again, I don't buy them, totally for stonkage potential. Now, if it does that, great. And yes, I did buy the cards at what I think could be looked at potentially at an exorbitant cost. But I also got it with a bundle deal and stuff too. So I don't know. Long story short, I got the card because I liked it and I thought it was cool. And the potential for stonkage. It wasn't just, dude, I'm going to buy this. This is a great buy. I think it's undervalued right now. It wasn't anything like that. And I think if you're looking at this card like 5 to 10 years out from now, it's so difficult to say because you're going to have what I think will be so many people flooding this game now, especially now that it's starting to flood into Walmart and Target shelves. And Walmart is doing reorders of Wilderness because Crypto Nation 2nd edition did so good. And you're looking at amusement parks for next year potentially. Like what is this? It's looking to be like a really big deal, guys. So if this game grows as much as what I think it could, and what it is projected to do currently, if it keeps this rate up or more so, which it has been doing regularly for a while now, you just need to look at the Discord server. That's a good indication of growth there for the Discord server, that is. And you just, I don't know. I think the Rudy cards are going to do good. I think they're going to do good in like the short midterm while Rudy is still doing videos. MetaZoo is still growing and thriving, and everything you touch just seems to stonk, even if it's gradual, right? Like, buying a box and then it turning into $500 is not a normal. I don't want to say thing, but it's not a normal thing, right? I know most people understand that, especially now at this point in the hobby. So I think the cards could grow in price during that time, but I could see a massive pullback on them, especially when Rudy leaves. I feel like pricing is going to fall off a cliff during that time. It's just kind of a natural occurrence. I feel like that's going to be a natural reaction. And then I don't know if we're going to see appreciation from there. Like good, like to where it would be worth buying. right? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like usually I have like a strong opinion one way or another on something, but I really don't know where these cards are going to go. Like, I really don't know, and it kind of bothered me, and I sat and I really thought about it. Like for example, like look at Peyton Manning rookie cards. Why are they going for less than Joe Burrow rookie cards? Joe Burrow's is a hot young stud. It's sexy to invest in his cards, right? Are Joe Burrow rookie cards going to be sexy to invest in, like, I don't know, 20 years from now? Something tells me not really, right? Like, I'm going to want to invest in, whoever's new at the time, right? Like, that's just human nature. I want the new, cool, good, whatever. Like, do you go back and watch old movies willingly most of the time, or are you more excited, like naturally on your inside, like are you more naturally excited to go see a new movie, a new iteration of that movie or whatever, right? Now, I understand there's some great old movies and people should revisit them. I absolutely agree with that, but you get my point. It's really interesting. I don't know. I really don't know. Different pace today, different video. I feel like this is probably going to be one of my longer YouTube videos that I've uploaded, just like an uncut, just upload video. But these are conversations I wish that people had more, and I don't see these kind of conversations. Like, again, I saw like one or two what I think are really smart people in the community that just briefly mentioned this. I was like, well, let's unpack that. What does that mean? Like, are Rudy cards gonna stonk? I don't know. I really don't know. Like, they're kind of holding flat right now. It's really weird. It's really bizarre. Like, you can still get the first Rudy Sasquatch investment, like Rudy Investment Sasquatch promo card for around that $500 mark, or no, around $400 mark, and you can get it even less than that if you're patient. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna stop saying I don't know because well, gee, I don't know. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did make it to the end here, join my Discord. Doesn't cost anything. Doesn't require much out of you except that, when you click on the link in the description, I'll then be able to hack you. Oh gosh, if people, oh man. I guess I don't want to incite too much fear. So yeah, I've got links in the description to socials and junk. So, but join my Discord. I'm trying to grow that right now. So it should be a permanent link there for that. Other than that, I feel like that's pretty much it. If you guys did make it this far, though, join that and subscribe and watch another one of my videos. You guys have a great rest of your day, and until next time, I don't know. Think, what would Rudy do?